workshop, tools in hand, balsa wood, we make a stand, carving dreams from days gone by, stunt hanger planes that touch the sky, control lines tight, the engine hums, crafting art where passion drums, stunt hanger, flying high, old world craft beneath the sky, balsa wings we build with care, stunt hanger, join us there.
Well, I don't know how many people I'll have on today because this is not my normal time. But the sanding implements came in, and I figured that I would unbox them here and show you how much they help. So the first thing I'm going to work on today is we're going to do this area here. This flap was repainted, but I want to match the trailing edge to make it look better. And these particular things have a sanding tool that I can sand this round trailing edge again. So it comes to you in a prime bag, and these are available on my Amazon store. I can't ever get these damn bags open. It says tear along perforated lines. Well, that's what I'm trying. There we go. And here we go. We got the sanding aids. Made in Chino, California. Oh, wrong. We're on the wrong camera. Yo! We're on the wrong camera. All right. Here's the sanding aids I was looking for, and I got them around here somewhere. I needed new ones anyway. They were getting kind of ratty. So here's the sanding aid for the trailing edge. We'll use that one. It makes a nice contour on the trailing edge. Maybe we'll get one bigger. Oh, and it doesn't have the little one. It doesn't have the little round in this. Shit. We got that. I mean, you could make some big fillets with that. Here's a small trailing edge sanding block for the trailing edge of your flaps. That's a pointy. Shoot. I need to get some I gotta buy some more. I didn't get the right one. I guess we can use this edge here. Or this edge. Darn. I got the insides and not the outsides. Well, hell. Hopefully, I can make it work. Well, if nothing else, we'll get this painted anyway. I might have to order the other pack. We will leave this one out to use it. And this one. leave these three out. All these little sanding aids really help. So even if I can't use them for this airplane, I will be able to use them. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna ATX this thing before I do any sanding. Yeah. Now this airplane's been flown, so it has had oil on it. I did wax it, so we got to get that off before I grind it in there. I have made up my mind to completely. I like this airplane enough to completely touch it up, the whole thing. There's a spot on the nose. I'm going to sand the nose and probably take the engine out of it and just touch all the orange up. Shoot clear over it. I just don't want to make it heavy. So I gotta let it dry now for a second. Let me get a dry towel here. So this should be really buried by the time I'm done clearing this, which is fine. I've had these rolls of blue tape now for several years. Normally, I don't use old tape on projects, but it worked really well on that side, so we'll go ahead and let her rip. That black line will get repainted as well. I'm still thinking on how I'm going to repair that hole in the bottom. I think I'm just going to strip the covering off and do the whole wing so it's perfect. Of course, I don't know. We might do a patch. Can't believe that happened. Right on the gold leaf. Okay, I'm just gonna lightly sand this before I even prime it. We will use, this is 320, or is it 400? I think it's 320. Yeah, 320. Oh, well. Go ahead and use that. Oh, there's the 400. I didn't even get a flat one with this, did I? Nope, no flats. What the hell? Well, I'll just add them to all my other ones. No flats. Okay. I guess we can use this as a flat. Got no watchers. Oh well. I'm just gonna carry on like you guys were there. I do know this is boring as hell. That and I'm on at the wrong time. We'll just do half an hour at this, I guess, and I'll come back on at 7. Do 400 now. 320. This is 400. This is 400. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. And when I hit it with primer, I'll get it again. So I need to flip it over and put it in the foam. Do the bottom so we can get the primer on it. Yeah, we got a lot of buggers to fix. A lot of buggers. Okay, 320. $3.20. You know what? I need to put that tape on there so I don't skin up the orange. I can't believe it. You guys are back. I got a spot in that fillet to fix too. Shit. One thing I've learned painting is if you're going to mask off the blue fine line, don't try to follow it with crepe tape. What happens is it puckers and you'll get dust underneath those puckers. So the best way to go around an outside turn is to piece it together like I just did there. Lay it flat, make sure it's laying right down on the paint, and then piece it together, make sure you don't have any open holes so you don't get any overspray. Entirely up to you, but I won't be going around any outside turns with crepe tape. Inside turn, you can kind of get away with it, except for when you try to cover it all the way, then you got creases on the inside or the outside part of it. So you get, overspray underneath that, blow by, whatever you want to call it. Not good. Whatever it is, it's not good. Not too good. Okay, let's paper it up and we'll shoot some primer on it and see what it looks like. We'll shoot some primer. I need a paper machine. I need a paper machine. Problem is, all the commercially available ones don't really suit my needs. So I need to make one. Should have made that a little longer. I'll get this in white tonight anyway. Don't be cheap and buy and try to use newspaper to do this job either. You can go to Lowe's. This is from about the body shop, and it's not really expensive. It's like $30 for a gazillion feet, a quarter mile or whatever. But you can get a roll from Amazon, same stuff, not Amazon, but Lowe's, same stuff, $6 for enough to do an airplane. Don't cheap out on the tape. Don't cheap out on the paper. It just ain't worth it. Definitely don't cheap out on the thinner, like everybody tries to. I don't know what to tell you. Professional tools and materials will yield professional results. "3M fine line, not that crappy Great Plains crap. I got 10 rolls of it up there. It ain't worth a damn. Yeah, it's $4 a roll, or was. That's what you get, is $4. Just like throwing it away. We threw away $80 or whatever the hell it was. Just buy of course, the price of this blue fine line tape has come way down. It was 20 some dollars a roll. Now you can get it for 13, I think. So that's a big difference. You guys use shit tools and shit equipment, don't write me and ask me how to fix it, because I've warned you. I have warned you guys. Save yourself some money. If you got a product that you think may work, let me know and I'll try it and tell you if it works. More than likely, I've already tried it. It'll save you the hassle. I can remember as a kid, I had a Skylark, and Whittier and Arrows, the contest was coming up, and I was getting it ready for appearance points, and shit, I didn't, back then the paste wax was horrid that we had. It was nothing like the automotive wax we have today. So I was using some kind of, maybe it was turtle wax, I don't know. It was really hard. It was like beeswax out of a hive. It was terrible. So I dug through underneath my mom's kitchen cabinets, and I got out her lemon pledge. That stuff worked, and it worked good. And it made the airplane smell good too. My very first contest at Whittier and Arrows, I had a junior nobler with a Vico 19, and I pulled out inverted, and the damn motor quit. I had to land inverted. And for a young kid, that's a pretty traumatic experience. You know, I was there by myself, didn't have any family or friends or whatever. Didn't really know too many of the guys. Well, I knew Tom. I didn't know him, but kind of hung out with Tom Warden and Bill Noyes at that time. And I don't even know if Bill's still alive. I can't remember. He either lived in Baldwin, no, La Puente or Hacienda Heights. And he had a, maybe it was Hacienda Heights. He had a 56 T-Bird, or maybe it was 55, but it was cool. That was back when that kind of stuff was cool. That's when I first learned about finishing resin on top of all the wood. But needless to say, finishing resin makes the airplane heavy. In the 90s, early 90s, 91, 92, I was here in the Midwest instead of East or West Coast. And Art Schaefer, I said, who's the best? Who's the guy who knows the most in this area? And he turned me on to Ron O'Toole. And then Ron said, well, Bob Tucker was his teacher. So I called Bob Tucker on the phone. He was in a nursing home. And we talked a little. He was pretty far out there, but we talked about some model airplane stuff that made sense. My last phone call with Tom Warden before he died, I said, draw me some wheel pants. I got them around here somewhere, these drawings. Typical Tom Warden bananas. So he sent them to me, sent me some props that he had reworked. You could see the flying in those days. Those airplanes turned so much better than they do today. People says, Orestes, Orestes. Yeah. I wish Tom Warden was still alive with his airplanes that he flew. Those airplanes turned. Okay, we're ready to shoot some primer. Oh, kinda ready. remember this U-pole, you can get it on my Amazon store. It's about the only thing that I've found that it's at a semi-decent price that works. Not quite as good as DC 540, but will have to do. Wait a minute for this to dry and then flip it over and paint the other side. Then we'll sand it, paint it again, and then shoot the white. I doubt we get the white shot on it on this trip, but yeah, I know we won't because it takes 10 minutes for this shit to dry. And this is the reworked trailing edge of this. Damn, just spit on it. This is the reworked trailing edge. Turned out pretty good. You know, I cut the flaps off. The flaps turned out real nice. I mean, nicely finished. If you look at it, got some dirt on it there, but if you look at it, they're nicely finished. There's no grain showing, and they're not too bad. They're an ounce. I mean, I'd rather have them a half ounce, but what are you gonna do? I'll probably shoot another coat on this, on the flaps. Yeah, I know I will, because I gotta paint this edge right here. The other one I did the same thing. I painted the edge and then painted the outside when I shot these. Can't believe I spit on it. Dumbass. Let's see, how we doing on our work? Well, it's up a little. I'm just gonna have to I will probably have to finish it and steam it when it's all done, because it keeps moving. And you guys that are afraid of building an I-beam wing, you're making a big mistake. They're real simple. Real simple. They're easier to build than any D-tube or any other wing. Well, I got that off. So yeah, here we're waiting on the paint to dry now. So however, I was asked about doing a built-up spar out of balsa wood. So the next one of these that I build, I will build a built-up spar out of wood. It will be heavier. It'll be an ounce heavier. But you guys overseas in the UK that have bought Viper plans and haven't started them because you can't find any white pine, now don't let that hold you back. Just make a spar out of balsa. But do it smart. Engineer it. Don't just cut a flat piece of wood and that's it. You got to, you know, I got carbon toe. I'll go around the outside of the spar, top and bottom with carbon toe, and then sandwich the 1/8 inch cap strips on them. And in the middle, I'll put where'd they go? Right there. This was a spar for something else. This is not a Viper spar, but this is still the same plan form. Make sure that you cap it with aircraft plywood from here to there, about 6-8 inches in the center. And then these are popsicle sticks, which are basically, they're tongue depressors, which are basically a plywood or, some type of, not plywood, but basswood, top and bottom, and then cut, because you don't want it to bust in the middle. This has got to be super strong. And this bar is a little beefy. I mean, it would work, but we'll build another one. This is for a different airplane. This is probably 1 3/4 ounces, 2 ounces. You need to get that spar close to ounce and a half. And there's another thing. When you build one, if I tell you the weight and you build one and it comes out twice as heavy, don't continue. Throw that one away and build another one till you get it right. You're wasting your time. Not dry enough yet. Be dry enough to turn it over and do the other side. But still got some wrinkles up here. This was one of the things that bothered me about the finish on this, was this trailing edge anyway. So it's probably a good thing I'm refinishing it. I have yet to build a perfect airplane. No way. Always some kind of snafu comes up. I think somewhere on this channel, if you look, I built a Viper, an electric Viper, and 2 days before the nats, it flipped off the bench and I broke the fuselage behind the trailing edge. I glued it together and sold it to Jerry. He wanted it. I don't know where that airplane's at. I told him that, and I broke it. He didn't care. Oh, that's nice on that side. That's nice. That looks good. So the other side is the side that needs attention. Of course, that's the top. Now let's straighten the wing out anyway, getting that wet. Looks like it's pretty light on orange right there. I think we're going to do a whole bunch of painting on this to doctor this finish up. I might have to go buy another quart of orange. If you look here, you can see it wrinkled. That's good. It's relaxing. That means the warp is straightening out. That's how hot the thinner is in that primer. Yeah, that's much better. So I'll let it go. So instead of hanging around here waiting on paint to dry, I guess I'll end the video. I try to keep the traffic going, you know, on this thing. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Somehow it's a miracle you found me. YouTube's been suppressing me at just 5,000 because we're not quite there yet. I think I'm 109 away, 108 or whatever. Let's look. Shit, I was closer than that, and they knocked me down about 80 subscribers, and there was damn well 80 people didn't unsubscribe at once. My videos. Let's see here. Dashboard. Yep, 109 away from 5,000. And I'd be at 5,000 now if they didn't knock 89 subscribers away. So, what are you going to do? Analytics. Let's see how we're going to do here. The last 28 days, month of November. Oh, that's really bad. Watch time is up. That's good. 5% we're up on watch time. Views is up 20%. That's good. Oh, that's because I added them shorts. Maybe I ought to put a short in here again. The sanding continues. Let me shoot a quick short, and we'll get that on there. More paint work. And we go here. Come on. Let's do the timer. Start. Well, here we are again. More paint work, more sanding. It seems like it's a never-ending process. If you'd like to see this, please join the channel, and I'll show you how to do it. See ya. Okay. Related video. The sanding continues. More S-A-N-D and paint. And we'll upload that. There we go. Maybe we'll get some. I'll stick around a little bit longer to see if it picks up from the shorts. We got 4,891 subscribers. Come on, guys. Get me to 5,000 by the end of the year, would you? There's 3,800 videos to watch on this channel. Most of them are an hour long. I used to do them longer, but shit, I can't talk to myself any longer than this. Let's see the video. Let's see. Let's see what I got for watch time. Or 3,800 videos. Let's just go with 3,800. 3,800 divide by 24 hours. You could watch my, is that right? Let's see. Yeah, because they're we'll say they're 4,000 hours, because there's probably more than that. 4,000 hours divided by 24. If you started watching my channel right now, 24 hours a day, it would take you 166 days to get through all the videos. So I don't want to hear there's nothing to watch. I do not want to hear there's nothing to watch. Let's see, summarize my latest video performance. Okay. Well, AI don't work. How did viewers... Sanding videos, S-A-N-D-E-O. Oh, I canceled the response. Okay. We'll just cancel it. I'm not very satisfied, to be honest with you. What could you guys do? Quit monkeying around. They're always trying to make something better, and it's always broken. Well, this is good. The trailing edge straightened right out with putting that paint on there. So I'm happy about that. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to put another coat of primer on this, and when I come back tonight in an hour, we'll paint it white. You can see the result. Then we'll have one more part done of it. Then I'll go work on the orange, I guess. So as you can see, this U-Pole primer is pretty fast. Not quite as fast as DC 540, but not too bad. Not out of the realm of reality, where you got to wait 24 hours for it to dry. God, I can't hardly spray with my left hand. You see here, it's the wrinkles there. That will relax that wing some more and allow that thing to straighten out. And pretty soon the paint will get so stiff. Yeah, it's straight as an arrow now. So stiff, it won't do it anymore. Probably until it gets in the sun on the tarmac at 115 degrees. And then it'll move. What are you going to do? content. Let's see what the short has done so far. Only 3 views. Only 3 views. I probably need to make a thumbnail for it. Oh well. All right, we made it an hour. I strung it along just long enough to make it an hour. I'll see you at 7. Fair winds, tight lines. See ya. Let's play a different ending to this thing. Take this out. We'll play my interview with Hobby Show TV. Thank you very much for interviewing me here. And yes, I am the kind of the overseer of Stunt Hanger, but it actually belongs to all the modeling. I've been doing control line about 50 years. I started at a very young age, and my father was a good provider for me. He opened a hobby shop so that I could pursue my hobby, and basically this is what's come of it. So he flew in 1948, and he got a second place at the Canadian Nationals. We have 4,500 members, and it's basically all worldwide, and that's why you folks down in, I guess, Argentina are viewing Stunt Hanger. And it started 11 years ago, and it's been a real success. When I was younger, I built, at the hobby shop, probably 3 a month, and now I'm down to about 6 a year, so about 1 every 2 months. This airplane was built 40 days, so I don't know. I'd say it's close to 500. Well, I love control line in total. I'm not real sure on the longevity of control line because it's very hard to get younger people involved in the hobby. I'm looking that I should be able to build for the rest of my life, another 20 years anyway. Well, there's been a lot of innovations with the electrics and things that have come about. So the future control line is basically in the younger generation's hands, and now with the computer generation, and electrics, I foresee it lasting, a while longer. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share on my YouTube channel at Stunt Hanger at YouTube, and you can also go to www.stunthanger.com and register, and you'll join our control line family. So till we see you again, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.